I've never done the presentation in this specific way before, so pray for me. But I want it to be an interactive session. So even though I will be primarily presenting information to you, I'll also be asking questions as well, because I want to see where your information level is at, what you already know. And I also want to see if you're grasping what I'm throwing. Okay. So yeah, that's the we're gonna be interactive. If you're not, thank you so much, Javila. Amen. Amen. You put words in my mouth, Lord, and allow me to educate your people to the best of my ability, powered by you. Amen. Thank you so much. Um, what was I saying a while ago? Okay, so my name is Alicia Ben Foster, and one second, one second. Okay, here we go. This beautiful girl right here represents me. Okay, it's my AI avatar. My name is Alicia Ben Foster. I'm a Christian. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a niece. I've been in business since 2020. Some persons know me. You know, I used to crochet. I have a crochet brand called Royal Crochet Designs. I used to do bikinis and bags. Then I had a feminine company called Good Skins. I used to sell, feminine products, washes and oils and herbal teas and stuff like that. And then I feel like Small Business Solutions JA is like a young version of what I currently do now, helping young people become entrepreneurs. I feel like it's just something that how it looks now, the look of it has changed, but I feel like I just always had that passion to help persons to start their own business and to become self-reliant and all that good stuff, right? Or self-sufficient, whichever one you want to use. And then last year, October, I created, yes, it's me. You know me from my crush. Oh, well, yes. Okay, pick up yourself. So last year, October, I created a platform called Online Earning Potentials. And let me just kind of show you what that platform looks like. I created a platform called Online Earning Potentials, which is this platform here. Prior to creating the platform, I would have started a shipping company. Friend and I, we use two different warehouse providers. She paid close to 90 something K to start her own shipping company. And I discovered a method that allowed me to pay much less. And so I would have started a shipping company, Dr. Shipper Courier Services, in 2023. However, outside of my friend who had also started with me, I really never know anybody that started a shipping company. Matter of fact, I'm the only person in my family that's a business owner, and that can it have a little something. Like sometimes you need some form of support, sometimes you need to talk to somebody that can understand where you are coming from as a business owner. And I never really had any business minded people in my circle and stuff like that. Long story short, I didn't really pursue the shipping company, but I had the knowledge of how to start. Now, you guys are probably here to start a shipping company, but I'm teaching you general information. We have access to things in our brains that a lot of persons don't know and would pay to know, right? And so over time, being around me, you're gonna learn how to put a price tag on information that you have inside your head that you took years of experience, trial and error to learn that people want to know, right? So I would have created this platform teaching persons how to become entrepreneurs. I created a module inside, and it literally just changed the life of some persons who would have taken advantage of it. People who wanted to learn how to start a shipping company, thought they had to have, $500,000 or $200,000. You do not have to have that amount. You would be surprised how much money you need to get started, right? And then, I wanted to offer so much more value. And so I created its own platform where I teach persons. That's all I teach on here. How to start your own shipping company. So this platform is called the Shipyard Network. So I bring everything that I'm going to be teaching you today. It comes from this platform, right? Um, and so I would have created its own platform because I wanted to expand on it and offer additional support and stuff like that. So, um, in starting your own shipping company, there are a few things that you will need. right? There are a few requirements in terms of paperwork, and there are a few requirements in terms of access to warehouse. So we're going to talk about what is needed here. You need to have a registered business first and foremost. We're going to come back and kind of go into it a little bit more in terms of why you need one. You need to have a registered business. You need to have access to a warehouse overseas. And you need to have somebody in Jamaica that is doing pickup for you. That's pretty much three essential things that you need, right? Business registration, access to a warehouse, and somebody in Jamaica. Let's just go into the business registration aspect of it. Can any one of you tell me one benefit of having a registered business? You can either put it in the chat or if you want to raise your hand. Like I said, it's going to be an interactive session. We're learning from each other today. I don't want to be the only voice on here, right? Why is it important to have a registered business? If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. If you still want to try, even though you're not fully sure, you can still try. There's no wrong answers. We're here to learn and we want to get it right. We want it to cement. I don't want to just come and say, register your business because I want it cement. Omela, go ahead.
For tax purposes.
Can you expound on that?
All right. So basically, if you are operating a business and you should register your business, that's how you would go about paying the necessary tax for your business. For I don't know how to explain it.
That's fine. That's fine. Do you think is it for you when you hear about taxes? Is it something that you run away from? Like you say, boy, I don't want to register my business because I don't. By the way, guys, can I talk in patois or do I have to? Because I know some of us are not from here.
You can just
But
do yourself.
no, man, it's not just Jamaicans that are here. So I wanted to, see if persons will
Oh,
understand me. Right. So when you hear about taxes, Omela, are you like, boy, I'm not want to register my business coming I want to pay no taxes. I feel like I have to pay a whole heap of tax. What do you think? How do you feel when you think about taxes?
Sometimes like that, but the brighter side is if anything like should happen or if you should get like any like benefits, if you are not paying taxes, then those would not work for you.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, love. Let me see.
okay.
Go ahead, Lily. Sure.
All right. So registering a business to shows that you're structured. Um, when you're registered, it also allows you to get a business bank account, any grants from the government, and so forth, and it shows credibility.
All right. Thank you so much, Lily. Lily sound like she have our business registered already, just a wait from
We tell you,
warehouse.
we tell you.
All right. So guys, when we're going into business, we may not like reading or watching a lot of videos, but we have to have the information that is necessary so that we can be compliant and so that we can also make the most of it. When you know, like for instance, let me tell you this. You see, when you know and understand taxation, listen, you will know that even if you're operating your business from home, part of your light bill, part of your internet bill, yes, we have to collect for part of that, even though you don't have a physical location for your business, but you operate it from home. Your internet bill, your light bill, your water bill, parts of a fraction or a percentage of those, you can what you call it, account for it as a business expense. But we're not going to go into that today. We're talking about business registration. So somebody says credibility, correct. Brand protection and legalities, right? Also good for business loan. Yes, yes, yes. Prove that the business meets certain legal requirements. You will be able to open a business bank account, right? So let me fill in the blanks that were left empty. If you start a business that is not registered and you start using a name, so you call your business Alphabet Shipping and your name is not registered, and I come and see Alphabet Shipping, and I'm like, Adrian, I have a business name, Alphabet Shipping. Probably it's not even a case where it's malicious. Probably you have the idea in St. Catherine, and I have the idea in Westmoreland. And I'm like, nobody business. Me, I said to myself, say, nobody business the name Alphabet Shipping. I'm gonna name my business Alphabet Shipping. You understand? And you have been using it for 3 months or 6 months or even a year, but you never registered. I came up with the idea. I went and registered that business. I literally can come and tell you to Caesar, and this is because you're using my registered name. So one of the importance of having a registered business is that it protects your business name. Nobody else can trade under that name legally because it is yours. So number one, you protect your business name. Like you guys said, you get access to grants. Sometimes government will give out some small business grants. You can also access government contracts. It allows you to open a business bank account. It also allows you eventually to get a business loan and among other stuff. You tax compliant, right? So if you're a self-employed person and you don't have any other stream of income, your business you can still contribute to NIS. NIS goes to you getting pension when you're older. You can still contribute to NHT. I know a lot of persons kind of feel some way about NHT, but my thing is you can always get back the money. Right now, me and them with my NHT money, as them say we're at this year, I go and take that money that I throw from that year. So you do not have to take a house if you don't want to take a house. But for me, I consider it to be some form of savings because when them say we are give back refund, me always in need of the refund. So there are a lot of benefits to registering a business. Now, I'm not going to expound on that too much because I'm not the expert. I just know that there are benefits to having a registered business and it's the legal thing to do. And when it comes down to credibility, yeah, you can fuck out your papers, right? So good. So we talk about business registration. How do I go about it? Hold on. Can you register a business in Jamaica from the US without coming? Yes, you can. I have access to persons who, let me see if she's on the line. I have access to people who register businesses from out here for persons who are over there. I'm not sure if you can do it yourself from over there, but I have access to people who can do it for you. So I can connect you with them. Okay. So registering a business now, you're gonna need a business name. You're going to need at least 3 business names because when you go to company's office, if your name is close to someone else's name, they will not give you because they're saying that, them no want nobody mix up the name then. So if it's close to somebody else's business name, you won't get it. Or like I said, if somebody already have it, you won't get it. So they ask you for 3 options. So if you are thinking to start a business now, yes, we love the one where we really love and you can put it as your first choice, but you need 2 other options as well. So I want you to be thinking about 3 business names, options that you would use. You can register your business online. I can give you more information on that eventually. I'm not going to go too in-depth. I'm just kind of giving you an overview. You can do it online or you can get somebody to do it for you. Right? Now, then comes domain name. Anybody know what a domain name is? Can put it in the chat or you can unmute.
Is that your name for your, like a website
Right.
address?
Correct. So give me some examples of some domain name.
www.alisabent.com, www.alisabent.net, www.alisabent.org.
Hold on. Give me some popular ones that we know, that we use every day.
JNCB.com.
She's all about her money, She's all about her. I would not have thought about JNCB. Lily is all about the money, guys. Yes, google.com, amazon.com, shein.com, netflix.com, even though we don't put it in, but TikTok, right. So you want to have a space on the internet where you say, look here, this is mine. Nobody come over here. So mark your territory, right? So when you have your business registered, that is valid for 3 years, and then you buy a domain with that same name or a variation of the name, and that is valid for a year. So every 3 years, you renew your business registration, and every year you renew your domain name. Right? So there are different sites that you can buy domain name on. I'm going to give you an example here. And it's very easy, guys. No part of this process that I'm telling you about is hard. This is one of the sites. You can get a domain name on here for like $7. Sorry. You can get a domain on here for like $7. GoDaddy's one as well. GoDaddy's about $11. And so, for instance, somebody said aliciabent.com. I don't know if no Alicia Bent exists as yet, but we're going to try. So if I wanted an aliciabent.com, I can put it in and search for it. And we can see if it's available. It is available. So once I put in this code, I'm able to get it for $6.49. But sometimes it's not available. And in your case, because we do have quite a few shipping company. And the thing with this domain name registrar, guys, it's not a Jamaican thing. I am sharing screen. You're not seeing it? Aren't you guys seeing my name cheap screen?
Yeah.
Then I don't know what's happening on your end. You may need to, if you're using like an iPhone or something, you may need to swipe your okay. All right. So this registrar, guys, you see, it's an international registrar. So even if you come here and you are searching for your domain name and you can't find it, it doesn't necessarily mean that somebody in Jamaica has it. It's just somebody like this literally is a worldwide thing. So somebody in Europe probably have it. You understand? So it's not a Jamaican thing, it's a worldwide, it's a global thing. So for instance, let us try to search for Dr. Shipper. Hold on. Why does this look like this? What does this mean? Handshake domains are new TLD based on the distributed. Hold on. I don't know what that means. All right, drshipperja.com, which should have been my domain name. If you were to go and search for it, it would show you that it's taken. So in an event like this, if you're going to register your business, I would say you can come and search for your domain name before to see if it's taken. If it is taken, it does not mean that a Jamaican business have the name. I'm just saying, come and search. You're not going to buy anything. You come and search and see if it's available. If it's not available, you can try variations of it. So probably I would want to try Dr. Shipper Jam instead of JA. This one is available. Probably I would want to try Dr. Shipper 876. So I'll try variations of it. So not because my business name would be Dr. Shipper and I probably wanted Dr. Shipper JA and I'm not able to get it, mean that I'm going to change the entire business name. You can try variations of it. And then, you get whatever one, all right? So this is basically what you're going to send to persons for them to go on your website to utilize your service. All right? Okay. We're good? Everybody up to date? We're on the same page? We understand everything is simple so far, right? I see one thumbs up. Everything should be simple so far. Yes. All right. Awesome. 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 All right, guys, if you have any question at any point, you can ask your questions. I'm here to provide clarity for you. So we spoke about business registration. We spoke about business name. We spoke about domain name. All right. Let's talk about logo. And we kind of want to kind of do some little designing as well. Because, guys, like I said, we don't try to take nobody out of business, but I, for one, I love self-sufficiency. So whether it's your actual business name that you want to give to me now, or you want to make up a name and give to me, you can do that. Whichever one. But we're going to try to create a logo right now. I'm going to show you how simple it can be to get your logo done. And if you are able to, if you have multiple devices and you want to try while I'm doing it, I want you to feel like, yes. First of all, we have to wait until we have got the business registered and approved and know for a fact that, yes, I can use this name. So me showing you the things in different steps is to say, okay, we are going from stage to stage. We got it registered. We bought our domain. We're now ready to get our logo. All right. So give me a name in the chat and let us try to create something. We're going to try to create a logo together. And look here, NK, we're talking about shipping, girl. Shipping we are dealing with. We're dealing with shipping, okay? Anybody? Ship that correct. No, but hold on. What's a name, bad? Ship that. I like ship that. So we can go into Chat GPT. Do you guys use Chat GPT at all? If you don't, I will tell you. Start. It can change everything for your business. It can help you with a lot of stuff. All right? It can help you with a lot of stuff. So we can come into to Chat GPT and ship that courier. So we can say to Chat GPT, I want to create a logo for my business called Ship That Couriers. What kind of color are we looking for? I love these names. Chills, Escape, Courier, Da Costa Shipping Limited. Okay, so Chris, in order to use limited, you'd have to be registering a company. You'd have to be registering a limited liability company. If you're not registering a company, you cannot use limited. And even when you're registering a company, limited is not a part of the name. It's just that because you have registered a company, it would be a limited. So limited is not really a part of the name on paper. Blue and red. All right. I want to create a logo for my business called Ship That Couriers. A company in what sense? All right. So even though we talk about, that's a great question, N. Even though we talk about starting a shipping company, right? When you're registering a business, there are 3 types of business that you can register. So you can do a sole trader, meaning that you are the only one in the business. Or you can do a partnership, meaning that you and 2 to 20 persons are doing the business. When you are doing a sole trader, you and the business share the same TRN, meaning that under law, they consider you and the business to be one entity. Meaning that if somebody sues your business, your car, everything where you have gets sued. Likewise, if somebody sue you and you personally not have no money, but your business have money, you get what I'm saying? So you and the business are considered to be the same entity under law when you have a sole trader. But when you have a company now, the company has its own TRN. So even if you as a business, even if you as the business owner, the company owner, even if you, let's say for instance, you have bad debt and you have bad loan payment at NCB, you can still go to NCB because you are taking out a loan for your business. So they are not looking at the fact that you are you. You and the business are 2 separate entities. If they were to sue you and your business have millions of dollars and it's a company, them can't touch your company money because under law, you are not the same person. Does that answer your question? So ultimately, the goal is to have a company, but you don't have to start there. For somebody that is just starting out, what is the minimum in terms of what? We're talking about money or we're talking about people? Because I know I had mentioned a partnership persons. Okay. So for a company, you need at least 1 director and 1 secretary. So you can be the director, but you also need a secretary. You cannot be the director and the secretary. So technically 2. Someone is live with this class. What do you mean, Janelle? Like somebody is on their social media page with me being on their social media page without my authorization? Okay. Okay, girl. Okay. Okay. Right. One thing, hey, I like you. All right, that's Denise. I approve this message. Okay. Okay. Anyways, thank you so. Hey, I like you bad. One thing we don't know, I go find out things. I want to create a logo for my business called Ship That Couriers. Somebody had said what? Blue and what was it again? Blue and red. All right. The colors are blue and red. And guys, while we're on the topic of blue and red, we have to do some research when it comes on to colors because you have some colors, there's something called color psychology, I believe, where different colors give you different emotions. So if you look at banks, they would kind of like have a blue or green to represent money or wealth, or they want you to feel calm. If you think about already, think about food places because them why you feel hungry. And for shipping companies, sometimes they will choose blue because of the ocean or the sky, or they would choose orange because of, I don't even know why they choose the orange, but there is something called color psychology. It makes like when persons see your logo or see your brand, it makes them feel a certain way by default in their head. So just dropping that there. So anyways, the colors are blue and red. I want it to have a ship and an airplane. This is just an example. It could be a box, it could be a location sign. You decide what you want it to have. I'm just giving you an example, right? Please give me 3 prompt options for creating this in. I'm going to use a platform called Ideogram. So basically, we're asking ChatGPT to give us some prompts to create our logo. Mind you, guys, you don't have to use this option. You can get a graphic designer, right? Not everybody is like me. I try to do stuff myself because I'm hard to please. So normally when I use a graphic designer, I don't like what I get. And that has been years ago. I haven't used anybody recently. So I just try to please myself, right? So this is just an example. Am I going too fast or the pace is all right? Because you're going to have the replay. I'm just kind of showing you an overall view of what is possible. We soon get to the part that you want to know about. Because the next thing that we're going to get into is the warehousing and what you have access to. So we're almost there. Okay. We're almost there. So this is one. So just go ahead and copy the prompt. You can also generate this in ChatGPT as well. You don't have to use ideogram. So once it gives you the prompt, you can generate it in the platform just the same. So we're going to generate that. This is option 2. I just want to give you an overview of what's possible so you can get the fullness. And this is why it really don't have to cost $1 million. One of the reasons why it don't have to cost $1 million. I'm just doing all of them at once so that we can take a look at all of them one time. Oh, it's in the slow queue. Okay. All right. Here we have one. So we got the colors that we wanted. We wanted an airplane and a ship. So these are 4 options that we can choose from if we like them. All right. We still have to do, there's a few steps that we need to go through other than this, but I'll leave that for another time. I just wanted to give you an idea of what is possible. Too nice like rice. Yeah, it's very cute. It is cute. It is really cute. 2 and 3. 3 is nice as well. Yeah. All right. We have some more that are pending. All right. 43%. And I just want to let you know that, you see, when you learn skills like this, guys, like I said, we know things that we can put a price on. Okay. And then you have these options as well. I have a friend that literally this is what she does for a living. And she uses AI to do, like, you see when you have like a shipping company, but it have like the glass window and it can have that little sticker thing that I don't know if it's vinyl or whatever, but it cover the entire window and it will tell you, okay, you can ship from Amazon and Ray, and the opening hours. She literally used AI to create one of that, and it was so beautiful once it went on that wall. So once it went on that glass, sorry. So yeah. And you can get better quality than this. This is not the best quality. You can get better quality. I did one from a feminine brand the other day, and this is the quality of it. So this is just teaser, right? This is just a teaser. You can get better quality logos. Okay. So let us get into the meat of the matter, which is the warehousing and all of that. Because if we're starting a shipping company, we kind of want to have a warehouse overseas. And that's really where the meat of the matter comes in. So no, a warehouse overseas costs like about 4,000 USD, 3,000 to 4,000, probably even more to rent. Do you guys have $4,000? Waiting, we can rent a few because we have 4K, right? We have $4,000 USD to rent a warehouse. No, what do you mean? What do you mean? So we're gonna get warehouse. Jamila said no, my love. So we're gonna get warehouse. No, sir. Okay. Don't worry. All right. So yeah. So gone are the days when you had to fork out your dirty money. Gone are those days. We don't have to do that anymore because fortunately, and this is why it's when you get to the top, No, Chris, wait, hold on. I'm not done, Chris. When you get to the top, put down the button, put down the ladder, put down your hand, put down your shirt, help up somebody, right? Not even for that. Why are you in this meeting mode? Moon, if you don't have $4, come out. But yeah, that's exactly why we're here, because we want to have money, right? Anyways, so when you reach up at one place, put down, you understand, help up somebody else. And so thankfully, there are people who have rented warehouses. We are here with Faith. There are people who have rented their warehouses, paid for their staff, and decided that, you know what? A lot of persons cannot afford this $4,000. A lot of persons don't even have visa. Listen to me now. Oh, you're going to place a foreigner. Look here. Look. Some of we don't have passport size photo, much less passport, right? Anyways, so them go up there, them rent to them a rent, and they get their staff and everything, and they're like, say a lot of people back a yard can't really afford this $4,000 or don't know, and that's just the rent, We're not talking about the other things that you need to pay for as a warehouse provider, And so they have offered the service of allowing you to use their warehouse, one, right? So allow you to use their warehouse, meaning that your customers can send packages to their warehouse. Wait a second, before I go any further. Somebody that shops online, what do you think the process is when you shop? So you buy something on Amazon. Walk me through where Amazon delivers it and what happens. I want to see if you kind of have a view of what the process is like. Anybody that shops online. You buy something on Amazon or Shein or wherever you buy it, what do you think the process is to get that item to Jamaica? Preferably somebody that opens their mic. But I'll still read the comment, but you can't open your mic and talk to me.
It goes to your shipping company's warehouse, and then they put it on either a plane or a ship. It comes to Jamaica, they bring it through customs, and then it's available for you and you pay for it.
Yes, girl. Okay. Exactly. Exactly. So they allow you to use their warehouse, meaning that your customer can ship to that warehouse, right? When the item goes to that warehouse, you are going to be able to see it on your website. So let me just pull up what the website will look like. So this is an example. This is just an example of a website. Depending on who your website provider is, it can look different. But pretty much the general standard is that you would pretty much have access to all of the information that we're talking about, right? So your website will allow you to see all of the shipments. Well, I don't want to show you shipments yet. Hold on, let me go to the other one. Right. Your website will allow you to see all of the packages. So all of these are individual packages, right? You see in tracking number and everything. And you will get an idea where it is coming from as well. Same thing over here. You will get an idea of who actually shipped this particular package. If you realize here, each individual has a unique number under their name. Anybody can tell me what's the purpose of that unique number? Because I know na serial shopper, I have to know like something. That's why I'm not giving you all of the information because you already have it in you. Do you know what the importance of this number is? Either you know or you don't know. It's fine if you don't know. I'm still gonna tell you anyway. But I just want to work on it. Javila,
Would it
go
be
ahead.
a mailbox number?
Would it be a mailbox number? Yes, it is. But what's the importance of it?
They can track what's coming to you.
Okay. Anybody else? So that you will
To
get the right
differentiate
package.
the customer.
Differentiate the customer. All right. This prevent people from collecting wrong package. Yes. Identify your package. Some people can have the same. Okay, Leah. Leah dropping gems. Okay. Some people can have the same name. So what happens with this number is that when you have customers that sign up on your website, it increases in increments. So if you have one person sign up, like Donald Duck, give me a second, Mel. You have Donald Duck sign up. Donald Duck would have gotten 112. Then you have Dave sign up after Donald Duck, he would have gotten 113. So if my name is Donald Duck and I signed up at 112 and I live in Kingston, but somebody else's name is Donald Duck and they sign up and they got 114, but they live in Mandeville, or packages should not be mixed up. You understand? The person would know that this one live in Mandeville and this one live in Kingston based on the number that is there. So yes, that's one of the reasons. So some people can have the same name to identify you. It's like an ID number. Yes, absolutely. Mel, go ahead.
Okay, Alicia. I just want to ask, so if I am in the UK and I'm not in Jamaica, what would happen if I want to do this business?
You're a little bit low. You're saying you're in the UK, you're not in Jamaica.
Yeah.
How
So
can
how
you do
do
this
I go
business?
about this? How do I go about it?
Okay. I would assume that probably, I don't want to say every country, but I would assume that your country, wait, where would you want to be providing? Is it that you want to ship from USA to UK? Is that where you'd want to be shipping from?
No, I would want to do it in Africa, in Ghana.
From where to where?
So would it be possible to do it from China?
Absolutely. China to Ghana?
Yeah.
All right. Yes, it would be possible, but it requires having, you'd have to have a link. So, all right. So that's what I'm saying. So I specifically have information for Jamaican people, but the concept itself, based on the
Mm-hmm.
information that I'll be sharing with you, the concept itself, I believe, can be applied to a different country. So would need to find a China warehouse that
Mm-hmm.
offers shipments to Ghana.
Right. Okay.
Right. So yeah. And the thing is, the same warehouses, because sometimes like for instance, with our China warehouse that we market for, there are
Mm-hmm.
multiple people that uses the warehouse. So you may have somebody that uses the same warehouse that um ship to Ghana, but the specific person that I have access to ships to Jamaica.
Right, okay. So I understand that. So in this case, do you recommend some of your people that actually ship to Jamaica to other people just because these I'm a starter and I'm starting and I don't really know anyone in Jamaica. Would that be possible?
You wanted to know if I would introduce you to the warehouse
Recommend,
providers.
yeah, or introduce any. Yeah.
It's not something that I've ever done before because I know for a fact that they don't ship outside of Jamaica. But what I could do with you specifically or anybody else that's on the line, we could probably have a one-on-one session and I probably can give you some ideas in terms of how to search for certain things or what to look for so that you can find somebody that would apply to you. But I wouldn't
Okay.
necessarily recommend the Jamaican ones because I know for a fact that they don't ship outside of Jamaica.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, I would probably message you
No
on
problem.
school platform and then we go from. Is this going to be on replay?
Yes, it will.
Okay, because I'm going to go to sleep. I'm working tomorrow morning, so and it's
No
12 a.m.
problem.
here already. So yeah. Thank you
Not a
very
problem.
much.
You're welcome. Alrighty. Okay, so pretty much, yeah. You guys have all of the answers in terms of why that number is important, which means that when you start having your business, you have to, kind of teach your customer them that listen, don't leave this off your package. If they leave this number, let me tell you how this important this number is. Multiple couriers are using the same warehouse. So a part of this number, not only does it identify the customer, it also identify you as a courier. So you will have a unique 3-digit code at the front of that. So this QSL is unique to the courier. Every courier would have a different three letter code. And so it also identifies you. So even if, let's just say, for instance, the package come damaged and they don't know who exactly it is for, but they can see the QSL, they can know that, listen, Alicia, we have a package that I know is for you, but I don't know which of your customer is for, so figure it out. You understand? It's very, very important. It differentiates your package from other people's package. So, yeah. So the warehouse provider allows you to utilize their warehouse, right? Once you make a partnership, most warehouse providers are the ones that I specifically promote for. They come as a package, meaning that you also get access to a website provider. So you don't just get access to the warehouse and then you're like, oh my gosh, I need to get somebody to build a website for me. That's not how it works. So once you partner with the warehouse provider, they already have somebody on board that offers website, and you can pretty much, utilize that person. So the one that we have inside Shipyard Network is for $35 on a monthly basis. But if you're coming through us, if you're telling them that, listen, I'm coming from Shipyard, you get a discount. So you get it for $25 per month and 20 cents per package. We understand that fee? So every package that passes through the website that they have to account for, you pay 20 cents per that package, and they charge you $25 a month. I think it's for about the first 5 months. And then after that, you start paying the 35. We're good at that. We can move on to other charges now that are associated with your packages. All right. So I want us to put on our math brain now. And this is, I'm telling you something I work on. I'm not going to really hide. I'm not putting no will over no face. I work on. We're working today. So I'm going to give you some fees that are mandatory. There are 2 fees that are mandatory, meaning that you can't go around them fee here. When it comes on to shipment, right? 2 fees that are mandatory. You have one that is the warehouse fee. You can write that down. And you have one that is the air freight fee. So remember, all the people then pay them big money and rent them warehouse. Yes, you got to pay for that. You got to pay for that, okay? So they have a warehouse fee. The warehouse fee often covers the fact that you're utilizing the warehouse space. Warehouse fee, air freight fee. So the warehouse fee is basically covering the fact that you're utilizing their warehouse. Number one, of course, they have to have staff. So when a package is delivered to the warehouse, somebody scans it. That is how you're able to see it here, because somebody has to scan it, right? And also they take it to the airport. So they receive it at the warehouse, they scan it, they package them together in what do you call that? Courier bags. They take it to the airport. Not only that, when it lands in Jamaica, do you guys feel like, would you want to go to customs to clear? We're not talking about credentials now. We're not talking about whether you can go and clear. Would you want to go to customs to clear your own packages? Yes or no? Javila, you know something that we don't know? Why you don't want to go? Nobody? Just know, sir? Why we don't want to go to customs to clear our own packages? Soft life? Time consuming? All day business? Oh, well, yes. It's too much. So, they receive the packages at the warehouse. Here, Shirley said me have different work I do. Okay, fine. They receive the packages at the warehouse, right? Scan it to the system, take it to the airport, foreign airport, right? Big foreign airport. And then it comes to Jamaica, but you guys don't want to go to customs. So like, what's gonna happen? How you gonna get your package? They also offer the service of clearing for you. So you're not have to see customs line, you're not have to go no sun at your thing, them clear for you. Now for persons who want to clear for themselves, so probably you have a broker, or you would have gone through the training and you have your own ASICUDA, which is whatever credential you need for go clear for yourself, then you can. So if you have the credentials to clear for yourself, they will clear for you. But if you don't have the credentials to clear for yourself, wait, Hold on. If you have the credentials to clear for yourself, they will allow you to clear for yourself. You just have to communicate it with them. But if you don't have the credentials, which most people that I've helped start their shipping company, they don't have the credentials, so they clear for them by default. All if I have it, I won't take up that stress. So now, based on everything what I tell you now a while ago, say the people them I do for now. Guys, there is no wrong answer. We just a bail and we just a chill and we are learning in one way when I feel like we're at school because we just want to have fun. You understand? How much you think the people them for charge, you know, for the warehouse fee? We're talking about not per month. So we're not talking they're not charging you on a monthly basis. They're charging you per package. Just give me there's no wrong answer. Because you know, remember now, put into perspective, tell me currency. Tell me currency. Tell me currency. Tell me currency. No, we're not dealing with the percentage. Give me a dollar value and tell me if we're talking about JMD or USD. For USD, hold on, let me take my time. You know, me not like Chris behavior. Chris, what you mean? Hold on. Let me see. $4 per kilogram. All right. But we're talking about per package still now, because the warehouse fee in this case, the warehouse fee is per package. It has nothing to do with weight. So whatever they're charging you, they charge you a standard rate per package, regardless of how heavy it is. So if it's big like boat, same price. If it's small like a needle, same price. Which is good for you, because if it's big like boat, it means that you can make more money. You understand? So they charge you per package. So we're talking about per package. So Khadija, I'm gonna give you a chance to give me a different figure. Chris says $0.50. Chris, how come? Ben said $2, 200. All right. April never knows a per package. Per pack. All right. So Charlie said $1.25 per package. I don't really like Charlie and her answer, but fine. $5.50. Anybody else? $5, $10 USD per package. All right. I don't know what Charlie know about, you know. Charlie knows something where I don't know. I don't really like that for me because you understand, I think I me want to have the information, right? Okay. Let me tell you what it is. They charge you $1.35 USD per package. $1.35 USD per package. That's not the only feel people don't want to feel like say, you understand? I don't want to feel like so I'm gonna pay $1.35 and come charge people $850. Look here, I'm gonna take time. We're not ready yet. We're not finished. That's one fee. That is the warehouse fee. Right? Let us assume that the exchange rate is probably what kind of exchange rate if we use? About 160? Who say mighty God? Why you say mighty God? 161? 163? 161? All right, we're gonna use 161. Come here and get. We're gonna earn at the middle. Let us go into the middle. $1.35 times, and guys, we don't have to keep them figure here, you know. $1.35 times, we're gonna say we use 161. That's 217. We can round it off to 220. So we pay 220 per package, regardless of the weight. Right? So remember, me say if it big like boat, are still 220 per package. So so let me give you a practical example. If you're shipping a wig that is not even £1 and it's just coming in one little package, at 217 Jamaican dollars for that package. We're talking about the warehouse fee. We're not talking about air freight it. So there are two mandatory fees that applies to all packages that come to the warehouse. There are other fees that are not mandatory because, and I'll explain to you eventually, but two mandatory. You can't deny them here. Them here, yeah. It's like, oh, girl have what and boy have what, and you can't deny. It's like that, right? If it's a wig, that's not a pound, but it's one package. It is $2.17 Jamaican dollars for that package. If it is, I want to have a bigger heavy. If you buy one gaming chair, that's not heavy. What heavy what people buy from Amazon? We're talking about something that can come on air the plane. But right, all right. I could use a TV. So if it's a TV, bed, I don't think I would ship a bed. Vanity desk, would we ship that on an airplane? I feel like, all right, fine. So let's just say it's a 20 pound or a 30 pound something. It is still $2.17 as long as it comes in one package. Now, so make we left that right this out. So big like a boat, small like a needle eye, that is the warehouse fee. Let's talk about air freight fee now. So you know it's a plane fare there, because I know say some know, yeah, Panama, Dam Rep, Punta Cana. I know say air freight or airplane fee ticket expensive, right? So the packages need to come to Jamaica from overseas. So we have to pay for them being on an airplane. And that fee with one of the warehouse providers that I introduce you guys to is $2.90 per kilogram. Which if 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. So if we were to convert that $2.90 per kilogram, it would be like $1.45 per pound. You get me or you lost me? You lost me? All right. Anybody else lost? You get me? Following? Charlie said me last. Oh, me for last year. All right, let's go again. So, all right. We understand the warehouse part of it, right? That part is clear as crystal, correct? All right. Anybody else? Okay. All right. Warehouse part clear. Good. Air freight. The packages have to come on an airplane in order for us to get them. So we have to pay for the packages to come on the plane. You know that we have different units of measurement, right? So we have pound and we have kilogram, correct? So 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2 pounds. So 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2 pounds. Hold on a second. Let me clear off this. And it's $2.90 per kilogram. USD. So if you have a kilogram of package that comes to the warehouse, you pay $2.90 per kilogram. But most of us, we don't really use kilogram because we use the pound. So I'm saying if this is 2.2 pound and we want to get it to 1.1 pound, we divide it by 2. Pretty much. I don't know if it makes sense too. No, it makes sense. This is 2 pound. Let's take out the 2. This is 2 pound. We want to get it to 1 pound. So we divide it by 2. So 1 here. So we take off 1 half of this. And we take off 45 off of this, which is half of it. So $1.45 approximately per pound. All right. That we're talking. So $1.45 per pound. So 1.45. What did we use a while ago? 161 as the exchange rate? Was that what we used? I think so.
Yes.
All right. All right. So $2.33.45. So $2.33.45. I remember the other figure, so I'll give you the other figure. The other figure was $2.17. No, sorry.
$217.
Girl, listen, I don't know who put me in charge of maths. Thank you. And so this was the warehouse fee, and this is the per pound fee. So let us assume we are getting a 1 pound package, which is 1 package. So this is the warehouse fee for 1 package. And this is the 1 pound fee, right? We would have paid $450 for it. But here what? A shipping company does not ship. All right, well, ideally, you know what? You know what? We collect a 1 pound package. You understand? Or a single package. You understand? So the whole idea of having a shipping company, you want persons to be able to ship heavier packages, of course. So based on your nice clean rates and your nice clean customer service, they want to use you to ship them heavier package. and also not just a single package. So you want to have volume in terms of whole heap of shipments, and you want to also have volume in terms of heavier stuff. That is how you make money. So you can choose, but I'm not going to market to nobody where I ship no wig. I don't know why I'm against the weak people, and probably because I don't have the ear on my head. But I'm just giving an example. But so to have a successful shipping company, guys, because I'm going to give you a different example. To have a successful shipping company, you want to be pushing volume in terms of lots of packages, and ultimately people, there are quite a few packages that are 1 pound, but most of the time you have packages that are more than 1 pound, more than 2 pound, 8 pound, whatever the case be. So you're gonna have some of them here where kind of escape, but you really will make money from the heavier packages. How much do you guys pay a shipping company for a pound? $6.50. All right. Anybody else? $7.50? $5.50? $8.50? We're talking about express or standard with them $8.50 and $900 a year. Express or standard? Standard? Okay. All right. Okay, no problem. I'm gonna stick with like a little $7.50. That's kind of in the middle-ish. So if you were charging $7.50 per pound, this would have been a $300 difference, but it's not necessarily profit, number one, because if it's a case where you're in Kingston or Montego Bay, you can collect it from the warehouse provider. Well, this particular warehouse provider is not in Montego Bay, so let me correct that. Kingston or St. Catherine, you can collect it from them, right? But you still have to pay like fare or your gas or something. So this would not necessarily be profitable, even if you're charging $7.50, right? So we're gonna do a next example. What pound are we going to use? How much pound we're gonna use? We want a different package. Is a single package. Is a single package that weigh more than a pound. We're gonna use it as an example. And remember, our fee is $7.50. So it can be a case where $7.50 for the first pound can be $600 for each pound after. Actually, we want more pound than that. But let us try. Let us try 5 pounds. All right. So 1 pound is $1.45. And we're gonna times that by 161. No, hold on. Lies. 1 pound is $1.45, and we're using 5 pounds. My bad. So 5 pounds is gonna be $7.25. We're talking about the air freight fee now, right? $7.25 for the air freight fee, and because it's one package, we're gonna add the $1.35 to it. Everybody with me? So 1 pound would have been $1.45, and we times it by 5, and we got this figure. So this is what we would pay for the air freight fee, and this is what we pay for the warehouse fee. Everybody with me? All right. So $8.60 for 5 pound. And we want to see what we'd have paid in Jamaican dollars. You ever collect a 5 pound package for $13.84 before? And some people are paying $900 for 1 pound. Where it really go? So this is what you would have paid as the courier, guys. We're not thinking about customer now. We're not customer we are talking about. We are talking about you as the business owner. This is what you are paying the warehouse provider to collect this package, right? The $2.90 is the same thing that we're using now when we say $1.45. The $2.90 is the air freight fee. But because the $2.90 is per kilogram omela, and we normally use pound when we're talking, we converted it to pound. So whenever you hear us say $1.45, that is the same thing that we're talking about, the air freight fee. Understand? All right. So this is what we're paying. $13.85 pretty much, right? So remember, we are charging $7.50 for the first pound, $600 for each pound after, and it's a 5 pound package. That means that 600 times 4, because 4 of the 5 pound is for 600. And then the first pound would have been for $7.50. Everybody with me so far? We are clearing a 5 pound package, right? Our price is 750 for the first pound, 600 for each pound after. So this is for the listen the craze. So this is for the 4 of the 5 pound, which is for $600 each, and this is for the first pound. So this is what we would have charged our customer. Some persons have handling fee as well. You know, you can have handling fee. Probably I wouldn't have a handling fee on a 5 pound package. You decide. Look here, people, at your business. You charge where you want, charge when you want, charge it. You understand? All right. So this is what you would have charged your customer for the package, minus what you would have paid. So it's 13.85. I ordered the maths already. 200 for handling. Look here, man. But watch business people over here. So somebody said 200 for handling. So this is a 33.50. I ordered the maths already and want to tell me what the answer be. Take away 13.85. Come on, not depend on me. I know say somebody do the answer already. Do the calculation already. 1965 profit. Approximately. Because like I said, if you're in the area, you can collect. If you're not in the area, guys, you have to use Knutsford Express. So Knutsford Express is gonna be like a $700 per package, but don't make that stop you from go out and be great. A lot of persons are using Knutsford Express. They're still making money. They're still getting customers. I am in Westmoreland. I use Knutsford to get my packages when I ship my packages. You just have to know, this is why I'm breaking it down. You have to understand all that you are being charged for so that you can price it properly. But if you're in a Kingston, wait, located again. Which warehouse are we talking about, Javila? We're talking about the one overseas or the one in Jamaica? The local one. I can't give you a specific address, but I know it's in Kingston, and I can't give you the address, none at all right now. When I reach that part there yet, girly. But I don't know the specific address, but I know it's in a town and St. Catherine. The overseas one, I can't. Kingston works for you. I don't remember the address. I think this one. Let me unshare my screen. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'll tell you where exactly. The area in Florida. 1 second. 1 second. Let me get that. Let me get that for you. 1 second. All right. This is Sunrise. So this one is Sunrise, Florida. So we have 2 warehouse providers inside Shipyard Network, and this is the least expensive one. This is a more affordable one. They ship 3 times a week. So remember when I was asking you, Omela, yes, nice. So so when I was asking you, what was I asking you? Okay, how long it take for you? My current shipping company give me a son. Look here, look for competition. Look for competition. I wonder if on a Courier, I wanna my people with me help to start shipping company. Look here, no man. But guys, fun and joke aside, because we wanna kind of wrap up in the next less than an hour. Yes. Okay. So these are the 2 mandatory prices and other fees that are associated. If you are shipping so many packages that you're using a pallet, then you have to pay for the pallet, which is $8. But if you're not shipping as many, so a pallet holds up to 100 packages. So over time when your business start get big, you will need a pallet. So you'd have to pay that $8, right? If you are shipping in a lot of packages, they would compile them in what is called a courier bag. And Jamaicans, we kind of know that as a big crocus bag. It's a big white crocus bag. So that bag is for $3. So if you have multiple packages and they need to go in a bag so that all of your stuff can be compiled together so you don't lose anything, then you would have to pay for the bag. But if let's say for instance you're shipping some stuff but it's all boxes and they probably don't have to go in a bag, then they don't have to go in a bag. You understand? and you wouldn't use the pallet. So those are the additional fees that would be charged if you are shipping a certain amount of volume. They also charge you a $3 fee if you're shipping 4 or more packages, which is just one flat rate. So if it is between 4 and 20 or 4 and 100, is one flat rate. We're good? Let me know if we're good so far. Let me turn on my light. 1 second. All right, so that's pretty much the fees associated with getting started. So the money where it comes to you spending money, number one, your registration. If you're doing it yourself, it would be 2.5. If you are getting somebody to do it for you, they probably charge you 6.5 upwards. And we're talking about a sole trader. That's the most affordable that you can start with. So to just be compliant, like I said, you don't have to start with a company. But if you want to start with a company, let's charge $25,000. Company's Office of Jamaica charges $25,000. If you're using somebody, probably 50 to 70. They charge you to do it because there's a lot of paperwork and stuff, and they normally give you a bank account with it and stuff. But I can have somebody, yeah.
Alisa, I'm sorry. Could you repeat that about the COJ?
Company's office. I think it's 2.5 for sole trader. If you're doing it yourself, 2.5 for sole trader, about 4.5 for partnership, and about 25K for company.
LLC.
Right.
Okay.
But if you're getting somebody to do it for you, they may charge you. I paid 56,000 to do my business registration, and I got a bank
Company?
account with it. Right, company, yeah. Because somebody's doing it for me. So they do the paperwork and everything. Them get your stamp because they need a stamp and all of that.
Yeah,
Set they need.
That's what I did for my travel agency as well. I
How much
asked
did you
somebody
pay?
to do accountant. It was 30 something. She was having a special at the time. And I got the stamp and everything.
You get to a girl.
Yeah.
You get it. But yeah, so some person, the 56, 56 I think I paid. I've never seen it really lower than that. Some people charge up to 70K. Someone is asking if the pallet is more reasonable than individual package fee. You will, I don't understand that question, but the pallet only comes into play if you are shipping up to 100 packages. So by default, if you're not shipping as many packages, then you would not be using a pallet. I don't know if that answers the question. Because you still remember that the pallet fee is different from us talking about warehouse fee, us talking about air freight fee. That would be additional fees that are paid. It's just that it's not mandatory, being that not everybody qualify for the pallet. So I don't know if that answers the question. All right, and say I got my stamp and business account myself easy and fast. It can be done by you. You can look here, man. One thing with me, I'm gonna show you how to do it well. Probably not show you, but I'll tell you that listen, you can do it by yourself, but I'll also show you that look, you don't have to do it by yourself. But yes, you can do it just like how somebody can do it for you. Them don't need no credentials to do, they just need to know what to do. So if you go and do your research, of course you can do it by yourself. There are people that sell stamp on IG. And go your bank and talk your way through getting your business bank. It can be done. I'll never tell you that it cannot be done. So yeah, you can definitely do it by yourself. I can't tell you the exact steps because I didn't do it by myself, okay? But we can research. Let me see where we are now. 11 for the stamp and only put 10K in the account. Okay, for me, I had opened an NCB, so I had to do a $100 for the 100 USD for the US account. And I think I don't remember how much it was for the JM, if it was 5 or 10K. All right, so we talk about business registration, business name, we talk about domain name, we talk about logo, we talk about warehouse pricing, we talk about website. So let me give you some more information about the warehouse, guys. It operates remotely. It operates remotely, which means that even on Saturdays and Sundays and public holidays, would you want an account? Would you want an accountant? Lily, if you're doing it yourself, most of the time, the people that are doing it for you, you don't necessarily need an account. Wait, hold on. Would you want an accountant if you're doing it for yourself? No, you need a cash flow projection. And once you have a template on how a cash flow projection should be written, you can do it yourself. It's just a little document where it kind of give an estimation of what you think you might make over the period of the next 12 months. So if you know how to do a cash flow projection, or you probably can find a template, then no, you don't need an accountant. You would only need an accountant if your business was already registered for a period of time and are trying to get a bank account and it has passed a certain time when they no longer want a cash flow projection, because if you are in operation, they no want what is it called? We know so we don't know in a wait name. What is it called? If it's not a cash flow projection, it is I don't know what it's called, but something for sure your income for the past. I don't remember the name of it. I don't remember how to do it. I don't remember what the name of it is. State somebody that balance. Your financials. There's a name. Yeah, that name, that thing. You need that thing. Listen, slip in me. You need a TCC. Yeah. So when you just register a business, you get a TCC, or you can apply for a TCC that is valid for 3 months. Financial report. Thank you so much, Moon. And your financial report we're talking about. If you're starting a barrel business like packing barrel for people, would the procedure be similar in terms of what, Omela? What procedure are we talking about? I have somebody inside Shipyard Network who she's overseas. She does personal shopping, which is what you're talking about. And she opened a shipping company for her sister so that her sister. Yeah, man. So if you're packing barrel for people, you are the one that says Sunrise is close to you, so you can literally ship the barrel, or if it's not probably ship is not the word, deliver the barrel to there, or send the barrel there on truck or whatever. Or if you drive and you can drive, go send it to them, you can. Also, they offer pickup if you're in close proximity. So where I was going a while, I was giving you some information on the features of your warehouse provider, right? Remote. So whether or not somebody is physically there, they are able to accept your packages. So we talk about late night, early morning, we talk about holiday, public holiday, Sunday, Saturday. Yes, you don't have to tell your customers that, okay, it's between the hours of 9 to 5. And then if Amazon delivers 5:01, then it's left outside and people can come and thief it and dog can come sleep on it. No, well, I don't think foreign people have dog outside. But they operate remotely. So whenever your package gets there, it can be collected. Even if no one is physically there, they have remote gates. So the people them can press up, can click up and array and go deliver the package inside. So that's one of the features of your warehouse. And let me tell you this. Some shipping company in Jamaica don't have them something there, yeah? And me know say uno can't ship no package after 5. Uno have to tell them come back Monday. Also, they offer air freight and sea freight. Not every shipping company in Jamaica offers both air freight and sea freight. So you guys are at an advantage right now. You may not be able to compare with some of them regarding price, because some of them probably have their own shipping company. And you can realize a while ago, we saw where we would have paid like $400 and something for a £1 package. Imagine if you were the one that had the shipping company. You'd only be paying like the air freight fee. You understand? You wouldn't be paying yourself though. You get what I'm saying? So you could have charged less. So some of the time you may not be able to compete with pricing, but your boss pan them say, look here, I can pick up, I can collect packages for a weekend and before there. And your boss pan them and say, I offer air freight and sea freight. And your boss pan them and say, if you live in close proximity to Sunrise or wherever the other one is, I can't remember the name. I think it's Pompano. I can come and pick it up. Your warehouse provider also offers the service of packing barrels as well. So if you or your customers want to shop online and ship things to the warehouse, they also offer the service of packing barrel. Those are some of the features of your warehouse provider. Do you guys have any questions so far? Because I be a chat, wanna not ask me none. Do you guys have any questions? Or me just give you the information so straight and plain, or just don't have no question. iPhone says nope. Everybody else sleeping told you I don't talk much. We good. What's the name of the where? Okay, Danisha, we coming to that. All right. Anybody else have a question? Danisha, we have to save the best for last, honey. Soaking it up like sponge. Okay. Anybody else? No question? Guys, if you don't have a question, just tell me that. You don't have a question so we can move on. No? Yes?
I don't have a question. I can't take typing.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying I don't have any question. Good
Oh,
so
you don't have a
far.
question? Oh. Okay, no problem. N. I don't know. You said specifically for shipping. What are we talking about? I don't see I don't feel like that's will you talk about websites specifically for shipping? Oh, I had shown you what your website would have looked like. So this is one part of the website. So the website is $35 a month, but if you're coming through Shipyard Network, it would be $25 a month and 20 cents per package, right? Your website allows you, so basically this would be, let me kind of walk you through this part. So is it best to let someone do it for you? April. Oh, if you have somebody that is a web developer and they're able to do it in a way that you can connect it to the warehouse, absolutely. Absolutely. So this website is pretty much pre-done and you're able to customize it with your brand colors, you customize it with your logo. And so this is your warehouse portal. You're gonna have two websites. You're gonna have warehouse portal where you can see all of the packages, and then the courier portal where the customer is able to create an account, send their pre-alert, track their package, you can send them invoice, they can see your rate and stuff. So you have two websites. So the other one is for customers. This one is for you to just see every package that comes through your warehouse and how much money you're supposed to pay. So let us just kind of look at this here. These are all of the packages that are at the warehouse for you. You will see in live time what is happening to it at a particular time. So you can know if the packages, as soon as the comments, you can know if the packages are preparing to ship. You can know if they are shipped. You can know if they're available for pickup. You are also able to see if it's a sea freight or air freight and all of that good stuff. This is how much money you would have paid. So this is just a demo figure, right? But depending on the amount of packages that you have and weight and stuff, they would show you here how much you are supposed to pay them. This is the amount of customer that sign up on your system, amount of shipments that you've had. If you have packages still at the warehouse, they will show you, and then how much packages you've cleared overall. Guys, let me put something to you because I don't know how I missed this part. There is something called petty cash, you see? While you are able to pay the $35 to get your website, or the $25 rather, while you can register your business yourself and all that, while you can do your logo yourself and all that, there's something that is called petty cash. I want you to tell me where you think we're going to use this petty cash to do, because this petty cash is very, very important. Where you think we use the petty cash to do? To clear packages, miscellaneous. Then go ahead.
I was gonna say just that to clear your packages, to pay your invoices, and to do your delivery. So if you're going through Nutsford and you want to be paying for delivery,
Right.
cash is gonna come in play there, even if you're getting it back when your customer pays you.
Right. Right. So right here, so let me just give you the full picture, because I don't want anybody to feel like, well, I never really fully understand this. You start your own shipping company, pay for website and everything. You buy a domain and everything, right? You start going on social media, because guess what, guys? You have to market your business. You have to market your business. That is how you're going to get people to know Right. We're going through that, Danisha. That's how you're going to get people to know who you are. You do not have to have a physical location to start a shipping company. Most of the persons that I help to start, they don't have a physical location. So you do not need to have a physical location to start. But guess what? If you don't have a physical location, people don't know you, right? And so you need to have a social media presence or a physical presence in your community. We have persons who they don't promote online, but they're promoting in person. So you're talking about business card, we're talking about flyers. Promotion has to be done. You have to be out there in the road like white line because people have, if they don't know about you, they can't use you. So let me just be clear that you have a type of personality or a type of mentality. Probably it's not even the personality, but so much the mentality to know that we can't keep our mouths closed. So you start a shipping company, you start marketing, persons go on your website, get their own unique address, shop online, package goes to the warehouse. When the package comes to the warehouse and you're seeing like that is preparing, they're going to be billing you. So you actually pay for the package before it comes to Jamaica. There are two things to note about that. Number one, it means that by the time it should reach to Jamaica, especially if you're doing like a third party bank. So let's just say you don't have an NCB and you're transferring from First Global or something. It allows your payment to reflect by the time the package should come here. So if it's going to take 2 days or whatever, it allows it to be reflected. The second thing is that because you are paying for the packages before it comes through customs, there is a possibility that if there is a package that custom fees are supposed to be applied to, you have to pay that additional fee, which is not your fee now. The customer ultimately are going to pay that fee there now. But I'm saying if the packages come and a custom fee is applied, then you would get an additional bill is what I'm trying to say. So you are paying for this before it comes to Jamaica, which means that you have not collected from your customer as yet. And that is what the petty cash is. Having cash up front where you are able to clear your customers' packages in order to collect them, in order to distribute them. You get that? So you are the one that is responsible for distributing the packages to your customer. The warehouse provider, when the item come to Jamaica, the warehouse provider is not going to say, okay, this is supposed to go to XYZ. I normally tell persons, I normally give them an estimate based on who they are marketing to. So for instance, I would normally say if you're just marketing like probably people at your workplace or so, minimum 20K, I would say, minimum 20, 30K. But if you know Bad Sicky and you are gonna tell Bad Sicky, say, look here, promote this and tell them, say, best shipping company in you better have your money because Bad Sicky will draw a crowd. You get what I'm saying? So based on the amount of marketing you're doing and how big you are going with your marketing, you may need to have more money. But if it's a case where you're telling your friend and your family, you're telling your co-workers and you're starting off from there, you may not need, and it's still not necessarily safe to say that because you don't know what people are shopping for. Right? So, but I normally tell persons minimum 20K. I wouldn't want to have less than 20K. If you can have between 20 and 50 to start with, I'll say definitely. So that's how I would estimate how much petty cash to have. Yeah. But I said it fluctuates based on who you're marketing to. And one of the reasons why I would encourage, so, and when I haven't, if I have a customer who shipped a phone, which obviously is over 100, how do I charge? Customs will charge. I don't know what, I can't explain to you the custom fees in, but customs will charge. So you know, all right. So you have shipping companies that once your package is over $100, they probably charge you a service fee. So they will tell you that, listen, once there's a custom charge on it, they also have a service fee. I can't tell you off the top of my head what like is the going rate for that particular service fee. But in terms of you charging, mostly you charge for the weight of it. Just like anything else. Custom will put on whatever other fee they might put on. But you do have shipping companies that say, once a custom fee is applied, me also have one fee will apply. Question. So you need to sign up for a warehouse overseas or how you get a warehouse. That's what I'm getting to April. Somebody else had asked a question. The name of some was it Danisha? And I said I was gonna get I saving the best for last. Let me see what her question was. You were asking the name of the warehouse provider, something to that effect. You said the warehouse will pack barrels for you. I'm interested in packing barrels, but no space to store barrels. Yes, Omela. So the warehouse, they offer barrel packing services. So once items are bought, you can send, I keep saying ship, but you send the items there, they will give you the charge though, bear in mind, there's a fee, I think it's about $40 there about that they charge. So they sell barrels and they also charge as well. And yeah, they will kind of tell you, okay, the barrel full now or the halfway or something to that effect. So I don't know to the extent of how many barrels you are doing. You know, because probably they're thinking, oh, we can do it on like a one-off basis. You know, not every customer is necessarily going to shop online. So I don't know what volume of barrel packing they will do. I could drive there and pack it myself. What's the name? Okay, well, yeah. If it, you oh you mean okay, you don't have the space to store it, so you could drive there and pack it and just get them. All right. If you pack the barrel there, then there is a charge. But if you pack it at home and take it, you will have to pay packing fee. Charlie, okay, I get what you're saying. You could have asked them. You could ask them. So how do you get access to the warehouse provider? Let me see if I'm missing anything. Um, Guys, you have to market. You have to market. You have to market. You have to be out there and market. You don't have to show your face, but you have to be there. Your presence have to be there, right? Your presence have to be there. You have to be out there marketing, right? And don't just limit yourselves to just regular everyday shopping like everybody else. There are so many things that you can do, so many business ideas, so many ways you can package your service and differentiate yourself from other people. You understand? And if you want to expand on it, one of the things that I wanted to do when I started my own shipping company, I wanted to be able to offer. I didn't want to sell foreign snacks. I just feel like Jamaican people tired of Bigfoot and cheesies and them. And I'm like, listen, I wanted to be able to pack a barrel of a foreign snacks. I would pack the barrel full of a snack and come back and sell it. Well, and when it come, I sell them, right? And the warehouse that I was using they didn't offer barrel packing service. I think that was the case. They offered barrel packing service, but they opened 9 to 5 and them say, look here, Walmart will always come and leave some things out here. And if we're locked, people can take the item. That was it. And I'm like, ouch. So that's why you have good warehouse. How to get access. All right. The warehouse providers information are inside Shipyard Network. I'm just going to show you some of our testimonials of the customers who are using our platform. We have SNA Logistics 25 minutes ago. Look here, man, collected my first set of shipments. Super grateful. Time to really start promoting. And of course, let me see this. First set of packages. Your first set of packages, guys, it may not be a big 9 pound package, but you have to start from somewhere. I have couriers who say, look here, 2,000 packages, but you have to start. You have to get your first one before you can get 2,000, right? First shipment, pick up my first shipment, big up to Shipyard Network, my first shipment. This person again, Janelle, got a 74 pound package. This person is opening opened their physical location on September 8th. Like I said, you don't have to have one to start. But once persons realize that, listen, I'm making some money, my business are getting bigger, I want to start, I want to make it expand a little more. They will choose to open a physical location. So I have multiple persons that have physical location. I have a girl in Mandeville, I have a next one in Negril other than this one. I know persons who are looking for locations to rent. Fitzroy is in Montego Bay as well. Doesn't have a physical location, doesn't even have a vehicle, but it don't stop him from these results. The last time he was on a session with us, he's like, yo, I collected 17 packages yesterday. And the day before that, he must have collected about 16. So in tech time ago, soon the boy have to pay for pallets. Oh, okay. Yeah, so these are some of just the results of persons on the inside, and I also teach you. You know, I'm the AI boss. You probably don't know. I teach you how you are able to use AI as well. So I show them how to use AI to create advertisement. This is an AI logo for sure. You know, you can have a little avatar. You can't tell me send a TVJ with a and watch big advertisement. You understand? So yeah. So that's what Shipyard Network is all about. You also get access to China. You also get access to China warehouse as well. So two USA warehouse, two China warehouse. So if you want to ship from China to Jamaica, you want to ship from USA to Jamaica. And these are two of my careers that are in Montego Bay. One of the things, guys, if you've been a part of FJP for a while, you probably kind of get the feeling that we are family. Like we're legit family, right? And one of the things about being a part of a community is that you're not alone. Yes, yeah, man. Because I teach you guys, well, different thing. I have a t-shirt session coming up. This is literally what he used to create it. And him create him own logo, print him own t-shirt. Self-sufficiency. Keep the money in the pocket or keep it in the family. I teach self-sufficiency. That's me. But you are a part of a family. You're not alone. So you don't have to do the business alone or anything. You have persons who are there. Inside Shipyard Network, you can find videos of people because I interview some of the couriers and they're saying, look here, them give you a tips and trick. This is what I do to retain my customers in the couriers lounge. They give you a tips and trick. Oh, Mela, give me a second, look. They give you tips and trick. This is what I use to retain my customer. I have a courier that said, look here, I joined partner plans. She said, I joined partner plans. I tried to get the first draw, and that is how I ensure that I have some amount of money in reserve. Because you're working a 9 to 5, you probably don't have a 500K or a 200K. When she clear some packages, sometimes she have a fork out her 100K to clear the package. So she said, look here, I pay my little $5,000 a week time or a month time or whatever, and I get the first draw and I have that in a bank account, knowing that if I get a big order, I have that money to pay. So you are getting access to gems. They are not gatekeepers, just like me, they are telling people business, but they are telling everybody business, and I tell they're not gatekeepers, right? So all of the information that we share a while ago is all well and good, but somebody had asked, what is the name of the warehouse providers? Now, the warehouse providers are not inside FJP, they're in Shipyard Network, right? Shipyard Network is a platform that I normally charge $27 for persons to get access to it. You guys may choose not to get access to it for whatever reason, but if you are interested in joining Shipyard Network, where you have access to pretty much pre-recorded information, more step by step than I would have, gone through a while ago, you can go through the information in your own time. Like I said, you have access to the warehouse providers, you have access to the community and all of that. It can be a one-time fee, Mrs. Harris. So there are two options. I normally charge $27 per month. I can slash that in half for you. So it's going to be 15, no, not 15. How much that? $14? Yeah, I can slash it to $14 a month for you. One-time payment is usually $80. I can slash that to $50 for you. So if you are interested in getting access to what we have on Shipyard Network, you can either choose to pay $14 a month. You don't have to pay the recurring subscription. So if it's a case where, because I pretty much give you all of the information, all you need is one piece of the pie. You can literally get access to that within a month, a 30-day period. So it doesn't have to be a recurring subscription. Or if you want the lifetime access, you can let me know. If you also have any other questions, you can definitely let me know. I'm here to answer your questions. Is there anyone that is interested in becoming a part of Shipyard Network? It also gives you pretty much lifetime. I can't get rid of them. How do I get rid of them? How do I get rid of the people? I cannot get rid of them. I have persons who started last year, November. I cannot get rid of them. One-time fee, $50. It gives you access to both of my platform as well. So some of what you have access to in FJP is coming from online earning potentials. So you get access to both of my platforms. I'm interested. You want the one-time fee or you want the subscription? Because I have to put the discount on it. By the way, guys, this is a limited time offer because when it comes on to October, I'm not going to promote this in October because I don't want you to start too close to the Christmas period and you don't have enough time. Your voice, RS is my sister. RS is going to be doing a presentation over here on at 9 o'clock. When it comes on to October, I don't want you to start a shipping company in October. Based on previous experience from last year, yeah, she mixed me with Chanel. You want because when it comes on to Christmas, sometimes packages get delayed and all of that stuff, and persons just, you're just starting to use people are just starting to use a shipping company and they don't know you, and it's like the first experience that they have with you is a delayed package. You understand? So you don't want to start too close to Christmas. So I'll definitely not be promoting this far into October. Once October starts, I kind of gonna just dwindle down and focus on other areas of my business. So if you want to start now is the time to start so that you can start building your brand. You can start building rapport with customers and they can know that you're credible. I'm not able to see the chat right now, guys, because I'm trying to apply the discount so that I can give you guys the discount. So I'm going to send over the link right now. Hold on. So I can't see the chat. Wait, Chanel is your sister. She's my sister in Christ. So can I start in January? Yes, you can start in January. So that's the link for the subscription, guys. That's the link for the subscription. Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if you're going to take advantage of the subscription. It's only $14. You do not have to stay longer than 30 days if you don't want. I literally would have brought you through all of or most of the information. So it's just a matter of you getting access to the warehouse providers and then unlocking another tier of support that we provide you with as well. All right, Mrs. Harris and Omela. Because we have to put down a big piece of money for all of this. No problem, Ashley. No problem, Ashley. All right, so Omela and Mrs. Harris is taking advantage of the subscription. Is there anybody that wants the lifetime access? Do you want to see the fullness of what you get for a lifetime? Just don't sleep on yourself, Ashley. As long as you're not using that as an excuse to not start, don't sleep on yourself. All right, guys, so the $14 is now active, so you can make use of it. It's a limited time discount. I have to change it back to 27 because I don't want anybody else that is not associated with us to get it. I'm interested, but I'm going to save up first. All right, no problem. April, not a problem. I need to save up for this, looking to start next year. Not a problem, then, Danisha. You know where to find me. You know where to find me. Who else is here that's going to save up? Hi, San. Is this my Sanya? I feel like this is not my Sanya. Sanya, this is a new Sanya, right? Same boat as April. Same here. I have to save up for this for real. How much you not plan to save up? I'm interested, but I have to save up some money. How much are you guys planning to save up? 200K? April? April, why you extra so? Why you extra so? I want to always be a part of the platform. I don't think 1 month is enough, Omela. So you want the lifetime? May I use Faith and start by next 2 weeks? Of course, Javila. What is up, yo? What is up, Javila? You just have to mark it within your budget. Danisha, you want a lifetime, Omela? All right, hold on. Is it that you're gonna purchase it? No, Omela, because if I change the price, it's gonna change for everybody. I can't just change it for you. So okay. All right, let me go ahead and change it back. Give me a second, guys. I'm not able to see the chat while I'm doing what I'm doing. Hold on, let me see. Is there anyone that's here that's one of my couriers? I want to kind of get a feel from you how much money you started with. Because I don't want these people feel like say you need to have $1 million to get started, you know. All right, Omela, it's changed now. Janelle, how long ago you started? Because you said 50K for business. Put aside petty cash and then fee. for your team for my logo. No, but April, you don't, like I said, you do not have to start with a company. You can start as a business. You can start as a sole trader, and then you can upgrade to a company. So that because it's called a shipping company mean that you have to start with a company, a limited company. What if you have some packages to clear, but there isn't enough money? Those packages will be delayed, right? Clear where you can clear, or no, not necessarily. So it wouldn't be delayed. So let me tell you something. So, all right. So I know I would have explained to you that you need to pay or you would be billed. So you will be billed before the packages come to Jamaica, right? But that doesn't mean that if you don't pay them, it won't come to Jamaica. It just means that when it does land in Jamaica, you will not be able to get them. So when you have not clearance, when you have confirmation that they have landed here, you can pay for what you can afford for. And because you know for a fact that they are here, you can bill your customers at that point. And if you get any payment, then you use it for pay. It's not a case where if you don't pay, then the packages won't come to Jamaica. It will still come to Jamaica. Remember, I said there are one of the reasons why you would have paid from before is because some people are transferring from different banks. So by time they don't want, remember, we're talking about time as well. We're talking about time. So you remember it's going to take a time for it to get to the warehouse, for it to come to Jamaica. You want to offer a service where you can tell your customer, look, you can get your package within 4 days, you can get your package within 5 days. But you don't want payments to be a factor that prevents you from giving them their package on time. Because if they're not seeing the payment, they can't hand out the packages to you. So they want you to pay before so that by the time everything reaches Jamaica, there's no hiccup. Them can just send off your things so that you can distribute to your customers. You understand? So it's not really that it's not gonna left foreign if you not pay a fee. Them just a try fee, make sure that there is no delay. You're going to register the business soon. My very first shipment was less than 20 USD with 4 packages. All right, Terry, thank you so much. For everybody, it's different, but you don't need 500. Guys, let me tell you this, you literally, what my business, my overall business prides itself in the fact that you don't need $500,000 to get started. None of my careers not start with $100,000. None of them. And there are people out there where you actually need that outside of petty cash. You have some person you have to pay them $600 to use them warehouse. When you come inside Shipyard Network, once you pay for the website, you don't have to pay to use the warehouse. You have some people you have to get $600 to use them warehouse. So one of the things that I pride myself on and the fact that I have Shipyard, you don't need $1 million. None of my career them to start with $1 million. Wait, $100 USD to get your domain name, website, and register your business on your own. The $50 is depending on how you market your shipping company in case you have. All right, so to register your business, you can start with $25. Domain name is $7. You're getting a massive discount on Shipyard, $14. That's all you pay for now. Website, domain name, Shipyard, that's it. Business registration, $25. I'll show you how you can do a free logo. And you only need to have the petty cash now to clear the packages. Can I register my business and then do everything else as time goes by? Yes, you can. Less than 100K. Of course, Chris. The link is saying 50. Yes, wait. Yes, so the 50 is a one-time payment. Mrs. Harris, you said you wanted the one-time payment. The one-time payment is usually $80. And I'm giving you a discount for 50. 60K not bad. 60K not bad. If you're including the petty cash in it, that's not bad. That is not bad if you're including the petty cash. Lily, yes. So for $50 gives you access to Shipyard for life. Also, hold on a second. It also gives you access to online earning potentials. So which is this platform here. So you learn other skills inside. So some of what you get a sneak peek of inside FJP Skills Training Institute, you get the fullness of it inside OEP. OEP is the mother program. So the reason why I was able to create Skills Training Institute so quick is because I'm literally giving you access. What you are getting for free, some of what you're getting for free, people have to really pay for it because it's a part of my paid platform. Thank you guys so much for helping me in the chat. So you learn how to do drop shipping on eBay. You learn how to sell physical products on Amazon. You learn about print on demand. You guys already have access to these YouTube monetization. You get the full course about teaching English in Japan. You get some freebies that I offer as well. Digital marketing, because you're gonna need to know how to market your business. A lot of stuff are inside OEP. You can learn how to become an author and all of that good stuff. And also you can become an affiliate for the platform. I literally helped to create a millionaire. One of